Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Midweek War. It is me, Mad Mike, here once again, rolling solo. Not even gonna try and make up any funny stories this week. Sorg is just feeling under the weather. He's been sick for a few days now. Hopefully, he's on the mend. We miss you here, Sorgatron. But we're here to talk NXT. We're here to talk the Go Home show to Takeover Chicago. It's happening this Saturday, so NXT should be a hot show, right? Not so much. It is what it is. My word for NXT this week is underwhelming. Honestly, I'm excited for TakeOver Chicago. This episode of NXT did not do a single thing to help my excitement. It neither raised nor lowered my excitement for TakeOver, which I guess is okay, but a go-home show should really at least elevate it a little bit. But let's get into it. The good this week, and you know what? It's a minor thing, but I don't care. During Sandy's promo, Nikki Cross just starts riding Alexander Wolf around on piggyback. And I don't know. Nikki Cross right now is my jam in NXT. She's my jam. Everything she does is magic. I can't wait to see the triple threat match. That's probably the match I'm most looking forward to at TakeOver. That's my favorite part of NXT this week. Just Nikki Cross treating Alexander Wolf for a piggyback ride. It was just great because Eric Young's trying to cut a serious promo, and it's fine. He's going up against Roddy. Okay, I get it. And Nikki Cross just like just piggyback riding. It's good stuff. My bad this week. So many promos again, and a lot of the same ones that we've seen. Oh God! I mean, I know I said it last week, but you can tell WWE very much doesn't watch this program because they doubled down on the promos this week. I understand if you have a light week of matches from Full Sail. I get it, but you gotta do something with this because there was way too many promos. And pretty with the exception of the final segment on NXT, no one wrestling at TakeOver was on this show. That's not a good sign. No one was in the ring, with the exception of the Bobby Roode segment at the end. That's not good. That's not good for your product. That's not good for your brand. Let's see. If I had to change something this week, I would have replaced all the Who is Hideo Itami packages with a Hideo Itami match. Because that's the best way to show me who Hideo Itami is. Now, I realize he just wrestled Roddy Strong the week before. Have him wrestle again. Have Bobby Roode talk about him on commentary. And then you can still have the stare down at the end. You can still have the same pull apart you had at the end. But, I don't know. It's just, I guess I should talk about the other matches. We had Kassius Ohno versus Andrade Almas. It was fine. Two characters that are really... NXT feels so stagnant right now. They're not doing anything. No one is doing anything. And the other match we had Sean Maluta versus Drew McIntyre. Okay, sure. They were fun matches. I'm not, discounting the matches at all, but nothing really happened. Nothing happened at all. And we got Sonya Deville, the former Daria Baronato, going up against Lacey Evans, and it was kind of a squash. Match. I don't know. That's all right. That's pretty much all I actually want to talk about this NXT this week. As far as rankings go, I'm gonna put it number 3. It did nothing to really gauge my interest more for TakeOver. We're gonna get Drew McIntyre versus Blake next week on NXT, which is like the pre-show to Chicago. Okay, and Aleister Black's gonna be in action. I still don't know who or what the fucking Aleister Black is. I don't know. I don't think they know. But let's talk about something that I'm actually excited for. Takeover Chicago. All right. I'm gonna give my thoughts on each match, and we'll see where we go from here. I'll give my predictions. We'll see how wrong I can possibly be. First match, we got Roderick Strong versus Eric Young with Wolf and Killian Dane by ringside. I think EY's got to win this. Roddy Strong is kind of the guy that needs to lose to be an underdog and stuff like that. But I think EY's got this, but probably with the help of the rest of Sanity. Maybe even actually, you know what? I'm gonna reverse that. I think Roddy gets the win here with the return of No Way Jose. I think that's gonna happen because No Way Jose has been gone for a while, and it was Sanity that took him out. So I think No Way Jose comes back out and helps Roddy win the match. Next match, all the rest of the matches are championship matches, so I can't be too upset about that. Next match for the UK Championship, Tyler Bate going up against the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. I gotta go Pete Dunne here. Tyler Bate is fun, is great. Bop and Bang or Biff and Bop or Bang Zoom. I forget what their names are. They're great. I love it. But I would love. I think Pete Dunne is really who should have been the first UK champion, much like Brian Kendrick should have been the first Cruiserweight champion. And I think they correct that now that we're getting closer to the UK show. I think Jim Ross is also going to do commentary on this match, which would be amazing. I'm very excited to hear that. But yeah, I think it's going to be a great match. I think it could steal the show. I'm not even going to lie because Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne have great chemistry together, and I think it's going to be really fun. So I'm going Pete Dunne for the win on that. Authors of Pain, Akam and Razor versus DIY, friend of the show, Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa in a ladder match. Ooh, this is tough. This is tough because as much as the ladder match favors DIY, Authors of Pain are still undefeated. But I'm going to go DIY here because then the Authors of Pain can still say they've never been pinned. They can still say they've never been pinned, and maybe we can get like a triple threat match with DIY, Authors of Pain, and Heavy Machinery at Brooklyn. Which, yes, please, sign me up for that. Sign me up immediately for that. Yeah, I'm going to go DIY, new tag team champs. That's what I'm going for. I think the ladder match favors them, and you can still kind of protect the Authors of Pain by doing that. Next match for the Women's Championship, Asuka, versus Ruby Riott versus Nikki Cross. This is gonna be fun. I'm very excited for this match. I kind of wish Ember Moon was still in it. I understand why she wasn't. I want Asuka to lose. I don't know who I want her to lose to. I know they're probably building up Asuka losing at Brooklyn and that being her big send-off, but I think they should do something a little different because that's what they did with Sasha, that's what they did with Bayley, and have it be something different. Because Asuka has never lost. You're not going to kill her momentum by having her lose in a triple threat match, especially if Ruby pins Nikki or Nikki pins Ruby. Right there, you already have an out. That's one of the problems with NXT is that there's a lot of undefeated streaks. It's a lot of undefeated streaks, and that doesn't help a brand too much because your champions don't feel in peril that often. But yeah, all right, I'm hedging my bet because I still don't know who I want to predict. I'll say Nikki Cross. I'll say Nikki Cross takes it. There's more of an upside with her and Sanity. Yeah, I'm gonna say Nikki Cross. I'm gonna say Nikki Cross gets it, and then you can have an Asuka versus Ember Moon match without a title. Heaven forbid that they have a women's match without a title that means something. You can even have that be a loser leaves NXT match, like Ember Moon. Like, if I wasn't the one to beat you to take your championship, I want to beat you and send you out of NXT. Like, that's a cool story. That's something I'd like to see, and that's something I think that could help the Ember Moon character too. And then you could continue the Ruby Riott and Nikki Cross feud by itself because they've been doing fine. But yeah, I'll go Nikki Cross on this. And finally, the main event of the evening, the glorious Bobby Roode against Hideo Itami. It's hard. This match is hard to call because you have Hideo Itami, who uses the go to sleep in Chicago. It's very difficult not to call him, especially because if anyone needs a win like this, it is Hideo motherfucking Itami. But I still, by hook or by crook, Bobby Roode retains. I'm not saying he's winning the match. I am not saying he's winning the match. I am saying he retains the championship. And I know what you're thinking. Am I really predicting that they're going to end a pay-per-view on a disqualification? Yes. Because if the disqualification happens and then Itami hits the go to sleep anyway, the fans will be happy regardless. So yeah, I think Bobby Roode retains, and Bobby Roode eventually loses his championship at Brooklyn. To who? To whom? I do not know. I do not know. Maybe to Itami? Maybe to Roddy? Maybe it's a triple threat match. I don't know. I'm booking a lot of triple threat matches. Who knows? Maybe to Drew McIntyre. I don't know if I'm really looking forward to a Drew Galloway versus Bobby Roode match. Seems a little too TNA for me. But I still think Bobby Roode retains. Somehow. I don't think he's winning the match, but I think somehow he retains. All right, so that's it for predictions. If you guys have predictions, feel free to email them to us at goodtimeswrestlingmayhemshow.com before Saturday, obviously, and we'll read them on the show. We'll see if you guys got closer than I did. But yeah, so follow at Mayhem Show. Follow us on Facebook. Hit up the hashtag MM on at Mayhem Show for all the live tweets I do. Lucha Underground's coming back soon, so we're gonna be getting back on that live tweet storm. And if you want to follow me at MadMike4883 on the Twitter machine. Also, go to sorgatronmedia.com for all things Sorgatron related. And yeah, so we'll catch you next time on the Midweek War.